been working in their communities, who have been working on the mountain, and we're so excited.
You know, this was all prophesied. And these are not the days of prophecies, these are the days of the fulfillment of the prophecies. And there is no power on heaven or earth that will stop the restoring and the protecting and the restoring of our beloved Mother Earth. There's none. But this must be accomplished through unprecedented, unified action. Unprecedented, unified action.
This is that day foretold long ago. This is that day foretold long ago. Not 1,000 years ago, not 10,000 years ago, more than that. And when Phil and I were young, the elders said to us, "We wish we were you, because you were the ones that are going to be living during the time of great changes upon the earth, the change of Mother Earth, the changes that Mother Earth will bring about."
Taitlam swaska humaksquek talitzo quasqua e talsquala quasquala equala delaware. Setso e mahwai waxel mahwai equala delaware. My dear ones, my name is Taitlam Spat in Singing Bear. I come from the Squaw village up the valley. I'm Stalo. It is such a great honor to be among greatness here today with all of you people who have such big hearts for our land, our water, and our air that we need to protect from a very dark storm that is looming over British Columbia right now. I am a wild salmon warrior. I'm a defender of wild salmon. And so are you. And I've been working to save our wild salmon from the open net fish farms. But my dear ones, wild salmon is at the center of this dark storm that's looming over BC. From the headwaters all the way to the ocean, there are threats that are going on that are threatening our wild salmon. When we look at what's happening here on Burnaby Mountain, the Kinder Morgan got itself an injunction, and it built a yellow line around, and they said if you cross that line, you'll get arrested. People showed up and they crossed that line. People showed up and they got arrested. Hundreds of people showed up and they supported those people who were getting arrested. But what's going on with the multi-billion corporations? What kind of line are they crossing? They've crossed a red line. Thousands of them up in northern Alberta. They've crossed the red line with Imperial Mines up in Chilcotin country. They've crossed the line, and they want to cross more lines in chexw country. They've crossed the line with open net fish farms on the coastal waters of BC. They've crossed the line here on Burnaby Mountain. They want to cross the line over there in Kwantlen territory. Brandon Gabriel said, "We're drawing a line and you're not crossing it. We're going to support Kwantlen First Nation just like we're all supporting Burnaby Mountain. We're supporting the Tsleil-Waututh. We're supporting the Musqueam. We're supporting the Squamish. We're supporting the Secwepemc. We're supporting people from all over BC. And we're doing it because we want to save the world from global warming that is going to bring unbearable living conditions to future generations. This must stop! people who are on the front lines of all those threats that are going on to our water, our air, our land, our resources like our wild salmon, our relatives. That's what we consider them. I'm going to sing this song in honor of our wild salmon that is at the center of this storm. It's a song that is called the Salmon Song. Sakwi Stilum, Osia. All the drummers, come around up front here. Let's sing this song together. Osia.
How we started our campaign against Kinder Morgan. What we did is we had 6 of our elders represented from the 3 of the nations that put prayers into this bundle. We went down to Tulalip and invited Lummi as well. And we did ceremony all day, put medicine into this, and put our sacred prayers into this. And that led into the wisdom of our elders in the 3 nations, their teachings. They created a Salish Sea Treaty based on that prayer of our cultural and our spiritual teachings. They sat down with our lawyers and they created a treaty that 17 nations have signed. We're going to do a tour through Washington State and get more to sign. Well, I'm saying this because this is how we start everything. This is how I taught. You know, we do prayer every single day around this. We started this campaign, Ben and our teachers here, Phil Lane, Robert Nahaney, Leah Brown, Shane Point, Jerry Sparrow, Ta'a, Audrey Rivers. We sat down with a group of 20 environmentalists, and they said, we need your help, and we'll show you how you can help us. So he said, but first, on the guidance of our elder, Robert Nahaney, he said, come and pray with us first.
Just want to mention a little something to watch out for. There's going to be a wild salmon caravan that's going to come from the headwaters all the way down to Vancouver, crossing over to Victoria, and we're going to send a message that we must save wild salmon. As the wild salmon goes, so do we.
So for 2 months, that's what they did. Rex Weiler, Ben, and about 20 other environmentalists came and prayed with us. We showed them our ceremonial and sacred connections to our lands and to our waters. And what we wanted to do is mend any hardships that may have happened in the past. Because we had to come together in unity. We have to think healthy of ourselves, to have a good walk and a good path. There was a ceremony done in Tsleil-Waututh early this morning in sunrise with my community. In the ceremony, they called down our ancestors. We got messages from our ancestors. They said they're happy today. They're happy and proud of the people that sacrificed here. They're happy and proud of the people that stuck through the cold and the rain and the snow and the ice and the mud. They're happy for that. When we're going against something that makes $71 million a day, what do we have? When we're a small little community like this, we have our prayer, so I thank you. And whether you believe in prayer or not, I know when you believe in your goal with everything that you are, physically, mentally, and emotionally, eventually your spirit's going to believe, and it's going to make your path to your goal easier. But it's still work, and I thank you and congratulate you for coming together in unity. And we'll need more of that, because this is one battle. This is one battle, and we will keep going until we win this war. And we will win. I'm very proud of Tsleil-Waututh's legal battle. When we started, Ben and I, we sent out 500 flyers here in Burnaby 4 years ago, and 10 people showed up, but we still did it. We did it for 6 months straight, every day. We did something similar, and now look at you. Look at this, 71% of Burnaby residents support the Tsleil-Waututh Nation and soon Canada. That's what happens when we educate people on the true facts of what is happening and what is going on. That we don't need this. A prime example of these solar panels right here. That's a good example of good clean energy that will save our economy better than oil. That'll create more jobs better than oil. That will save our earth, our land, and our water and the people than oil. So I'm tired. I'm tired, but I feel really beautiful today, and I feel the reverence today. And I really, really encourage you in a good way. Listen to the teachings and the prayers of our elders that are here. Listen to them and create yourself to be a good human being, so when we sit down with one another, we can support one another. Take those fundamental teachings of love. That's what brings us together. Is that love for our land and that love for our water and the love for the people. That's what brings us together. Let that be our strength. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let any fear or anger get in your way. Come together and love one another, and let that be our strength, and we'll show the world, we'll show them there's a better way, how we could unite, how we could be together, how we could stand for who we believe in.
So all I have to ask, and we're going to pray with these sacred bundles here. We have Tashunka, we Coast bundle, we have the bundle of the prayers for the International Treaty to Protect the Salish Sea. We're going to pray with those just for a minute. But I would ask this. When we do these ceremonies, we do them with all our heart and soul. And as I know you came up here and defended and protected this sacred land with all your heart and soul. All I ask is this. Before anybody leaves this mountain, if there's been any misunderstanding between anybody, let the ego go. That's what we call humility. We call humility. Reach over and shake hands. So nobody should leave this mountain without, you have to say, I'm wrong, this is wrong, let's shake hands. We have lots further to go. A lot further to go than this. This is just the beginning. We still have our own First Nations relatives up in Shuswap country. Out of 17 First Nations, only two have signed with Kinder Morgan. But though they're being reminded, elections are coming. It's winter time. So we don't know. Because sometimes when you're poor and hungry, your people are hungry, sometimes you make choices maybe in the long run aren't the best. But we'll keep praying. So I thank you.